What is up, degenerates? Welcome back to HypeCheck for yet another video for the UFC. In today's video, I'm doing a full card breakdown, going over each and every fight for UFC 292, Sterling versus O'Malley. As always, if you guys are new here, join the fam, hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to hit that 50K subscribe mark, so if you are new, it does help out the channel a lot. And the past couple weeks have been insane for the HypeCheck fam, and VIP specifically. We've had 4 profitable weeks in a row, and all you guys who just watch the videos, we've been killing it week in and week out. But before we get into UFC 292, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. You guys already know who it is. It is Stake, the #1 sportsbook and casino available online, and exclusively for the HypeCheck fam. When you sign up to Stake using the code HYPE, I'll be giving you guys a $75 tip. In addition, you will also get my VIP card 100% free. Like I said, that's cash 4 weeks in a row. Also, Stake is newly launched in the US, so when signing up for the US version of Stake, the code you have to put in is HypeCheck. The same offer applies. You get a $75 tip. I'll send it to whatever payment method you want: Venmo, Cash App, Zelle. I could even send it to you in whatever cryptocurrency you want as well. So it's basically a no-brainer. Free money to sign up for Stake or the US version of Stake. All the odds you're hearing in the video are coming directly from Stake as well. The best odds available online. They have the best customer service, instant deposits, instant withdrawals. Trust me, check them out and you will not regret it. Besides that, thank you guys for all the support. You guys have been killing it every week with the likes, comments, all of that. Make sure to comment your favorite bets and picks down below, as myself and a lot of the other viewers like looking and discussing the fights down below. Good luck, boys. Let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into the video. Kicking off the prelims, we got Maryna Moroz going up against Karine Silva. Silva is the favorite at -145 and Moroz is the underdog at +128. Moroz is looking to bounce back off a loss to Jennifer Maia via decision last year. Silva, she's on a 7-fight win streak, 2-0 in the UFC, most recently a win over Ketlin Souza via submission. Moroz will be the better striker, who will be putting out a higher amount of volume and will have the slightly more accurate striking. Silva, on the other hand, is the way better grappler. Her game plan is always to get her opponents to the mat and win either ground and pound or submission. Betting-wise, it's Silva all day for me. She's the better fighter overall, and frankly, both girls on the feet are punching bags, and with negative striking differentials. The only red flag for Silva is her gassing, as we don't know how she'll fare if she gets pushed to the scorecards with a UFC level opponent. Regardless, Silva is the play, and we're getting her at a pretty good odds this week. It's a favorite or pass spot here. Next up, we got Andrea Lee going up against Natalia Silva. Silva is the favorite at -345, and Lee is the underdog at +290. Lee needs a win in this spot, coming off 2 straight losses, most recently via split decision to Macy Barber. Silva, she's on a 9-fight win streak, 3-0 in the UFC, most recently a win via knockout over Victoria Leonardo. Lee will have a 2-inch height and 4-inch reach advantage. She's very tough and is very solid overall. The same can be said about Silva, who is 8 years younger, and while only averaging 1 takedown a fight, she'll have a significantly better takedown defense and is a submission specialist when the fight does go to the mat. Silva is better wherever this fight goes. She's the more powerful and accurate striker with better striking defense, and it seems like the UFC is really getting behind her. Betting-wise, I'm not sure if I would personally use her as a parlay piece, as Lee is live for the upset. She's very good overall. However, Silva is definitely the play. It's a favorite to pass spot here. Closing out the early prelims, we got Gerald Meerschaert going up against Andrea Petroski. Petroski is the favorite at -233, and Meerschaert is the underdog at +200. Petroski is a 9-1 fighter, 4-0 in the UFC, coming off a decision win over Wellington Turman via decision last year. Meerschaert, he's looking to bounce back off a knockout loss to Joe Pfeiffer. This one will be short and sweet. Petroski is a wrestler first, and while his striking needs some work, it's still significantly better than Meerschaert's. Betting-wise, Petroski is better wherever this fight goes, and unless he gets submitted, he's likely going to put Meerschaert's lights out. Betting-wise, Petroski is a parlay piece, and I'll happily back him this week, even at these odds. It's a favorite to pass spot here, maybe a slight hedge on Gerald to win by submission, but for me, as of right now, it's just him moneyline. Kicking off the prelims, we got Kurt Holobaugh going up against Austin Hubbard. Hubbard is the favorite at -169, and Kurt is the underdog at +149. Both guys are coming off 2 straight wins on the regionals and looking to get a win back in the UFC this Saturday. The lightweight Ultimate Fighter finale. Kurt is a pressure fighter, not the most accurate striker, but he throws with a lot of heat. Hubbard, on the other hand, is a striker first as well, has a significantly better striking defense, and will be the more accurate striker. However, Kurt is actually the first underdog I like on this card, and he's fought extremely tough competition when he was in the UFC, and this is technically a step down in competition against Hubbard, who I don't think is that good at all. Kurt should be able to get the upset with his insane amounts of combos and pressure. Hubbard does not fare well against that. Despite the IV drama, I think he's still the better play. It's a dog or pass spot here. After that, we got Gregory Rodrigues going up against Denis Tiuliulin. Rodrigues is the favorite at -333, and Denis is the underdog at +285. Both guys are looking to bounce back off losses. Rodrigues off a knockout loss to Bruno Ferreira, Denis off a submission loss to Jun Young Park. One of my favorite plays on the entire card, and that's with RoboCop. He has every statistical advantage, whether it's the striking or wrestling. Rodrigues has him covered. My only concern for him is his chin, as the one thing Denis has is power. Not crazy Ngannou knockout power, but it's still there. Betting wise, if Gregory goes for wrestling heavy game plan, he'll look like a -1000 favorite. Even if he decides to keep the fight standing, I still think he'll dominate Denis on Saturday. It's a favorite to pass spot here. Closing out the prelims, we got Chris Weidman going up against Brad Tavares. Tavares is a favorite at -263, and Weidman is the underdog at +230. Weidman is making his return to the octagon after a 2-year hiatus. His last fight ending via knockout to Uriah Hall back in 2021. Tavares, he's also looking to get back in the win column, coming into this fight off 2 straight losses, most recently via knockout to Bruno Silva. Weidman, he'll have a 4-inch reach advantage, is the more accurate striker, and has significantly better wrestling than Tavares. Now, I know Weidman is 39 and coming off a massive layoff. I think the odds are way off in this spot. In no world should Tavares be a near 3-1 underdog over a former champion. Betting wise, both these guys have durability issues, and while Tavares should win this fight, I like Weidman a lot at this price tag for a sprinkle. It's a dog or pass spot here. Kicking off the main card, we got Marlon Vera going up against Pedro Munhoz. Vera is the favorite at -196, and Munhoz is the underdog at +170. Vera is looking to bounce back off his loss to Corey Sandhagen. Munhoz is coming off a win over Chris Gutierrez. Vera will have a 2-inch height and big 5-inch reach advantage. He's the more accurate striker, and in regards to striking defense, both guys have a negative differential, getting hit more than they give out. Munhoz will be putting out a higher amount of volume and has some of the best leg kicks in the division. Betting wise, the UFC obviously wants Cheeto to win this spot. However, he looked brutal against Sandhagen and was losing the fight against Cruz before he landed that finish. Munhoz is extremely live for the upset, and I'll be backing him this week. Even with Munhoz coming to this fight on short notice, I'm just hoping he doesn't get knocked out, and if that's the case, he'll probably win by decision. It's a dog or pass spot here. After that, we got Damon Blackshear going up against Mario Bautista. Bautista is the favorite at -217, and Blackshear is the underdog at +190. Both fighters are coming into this fight red hot. Blackshear on extremely short notice, coming off a submission win last week. Bautista on a 4-fight win streak, most recently a submission win over Guido Canetti. Blackshear will be coming into this one on super short notice, like I said. And while he had a great performance last time out, this is a big step up in competition, especially on 3 days' notice. Bautista is 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight win streak, and he was originally set to face Cody Garbrandt, so this is a massive step down for him. This is a very risky fight to bet on, and I'm staying away from betting it as a whole. I like Bautista a lot as a prospect, but I'm worried this week. Betting-wise, overall, Mario is definitely the better fighter, but there are just too many question marks surrounding this fight. He's going from a primary striker to a wrestler, so it's very hard to decide on which side to bet on. It's a favorite to pass spot here just because I do think Mario is the better overall fighter. Just it's a hard one to put money on. Next up, we got Neil Magny going up against Ian Garry. Garry is the favorite at -455, and Magny is the underdog at +380. Magny is coming off a split decision win over Phil Rowe. Garry, a 12-0 prospect, most recently a knockout win over Daniel Rodrigues. Yet another setup-esque fight by the UFC. The matchmakers want this young 12-0 stud to keep that 0, and Magny is coming into this one on short notice. In regards to his experience, you have to give all the credit to Magny. He'll also be the better wrestler, averaging over 2 takedowns a fight. Garry, he's a striker and a pretty powerful one at that. He puts out a near 7 significant strikes per minute and is the way more accurate and powerful striker. Betting wise, like I said, this is a setup fight for Garry. I hate his price tag, but he should be able to get it done on Saturday. Just with his pressure, it'll overwhelm Magny. It's a favorite to pass spot here. Now, we go to the co-main event of the evening with Weili Zhang going up against Amanda Lemos. Weili is the favorite at -312, and Lemos is the underdog at +265. Weili is coming into this one off 2 straight wins, most recently a submission win over Carlos Esparza to regain the strawweight belt. Lemos off 2 straight wins as well, most recently a knockout win over Maryna Rodrigues. This is a pretty simple fight to break down. Weili is by far the better overall fighter. She has great wrestling, great BJJ, and puts out a higher amount of volume. However, Lemos is the hardest hitter in the division, and she has fantastic takedown defense and will be the more accurate striker. Betting wise, while Weili will win this fight 90% of the time, you gotta be stupid not to sprinkle some money on Lemos to win by knockout. Don't put Weili in parlays either, as I could easily see her getting upset. It's a dog or pass spot here. It's time for the main event of the evening with Aljamain Sterling going up against Sean O'Malley. Sterling is the favorite at -244 and O'Malley is the underdog at +210. Sterling is coming off his split decision win over Henry Cejudo. O'Malley off a split decision win over Tiuliulin. Now, I have no idea why so many people are on O'Malley this week. Yes, O'Malley will be the taller, rangier fighter. Definitely will have the better striking, putting out a higher amount of volume, will be the more accurate striker with better striking defense as well. However, Sterling is a level above O'Malley, specifically with his wrestling. O'Malley has a 60% takedown defense and barely beat Tiuliulin. Betting-wise, Sterling is my favorite play on the entire card. I think he will get the finish as well. Don't bet on O'Malley. He's a clown. He's literally smoking J's a week before his fight. Trust me, don't believe the hype. Sterling is the GOAT of the division, and he'll prove it once again this Saturday. He's as close to a lock as you could get. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to join the hundreds of other members cashing weekly in the VIP fam, just click the link in top comment section or description. Shout out once again to Stake for sponsoring today's video. Boys, it helps out the channel a lot, and trust me, it is the best sportsbook available online. Sign up using the code HYPE on the regular Stake website for a $75 tip directly to your account. It's essentially getting money for free to sign up. The same goes for the US version of Stake. Use the code HYPECHECK. Once again, regular Stake, it's HYPE. For the US version of Stake, it's HypeCheck. The same deal applies, a $75 tip, and I'm even throwing in my VIP card for 100% free. That's cashed 4 weeks in a row. We've been eating a VIP, so if you do want to sign up for Stake, you're getting not only free money, but also my free VIP card, which hopefully will cash in big this week. Good luck, boys. Make sure to comment your favorite bets and picks down below. As myself, I know a lot of the other viewers like reading and discussing down below. Good luck, boys. Peace.